Hello and welcome to Offers 101. Now that you've licensed our product and are getting ready to start, we wanted to drill down in more detail on how to leverage our smart data, our smart marketing tools, and more importantly, how to generate leads. Let's get started. Many of you have already heard this statement, but I can't express enough how important it is to understand the big picture. Over 70% of homeowners choose the first agent who contacts them. This is the entirety of why offrs.com exists. We want to make sure you're first in the door and you're able to build a relationship and to get that listing. Now, some people may be looking to list in 3 weeks, 3 months, 9 months, but it's critical that you're first in the door and that you have the tools and able to build that relationship and then, of course, earn that listing over time. So what is the missing piece? Well, smart data is really the missing piece. In order to be able to be first in the door, to talk to those homeowners, you need to understand who they are, who's most likely to sell, and have the contact information in order to reach out and build that relationship. And that's what we enable with our offrs.com platform. So let's talk a little bit about smart data. You obviously understand the value of smart data and being able to predict future listings, but let's drill down a little bit further. We actually license our smart data from multiple providers, so we have the best real estate data available in the market today. We have both property and consumer data, so that enables you to understand who the homeowner is and to effectively reach out to that homeowner to build that relationship. We also score every property with our algorithm. And by scoring properties, we're maximizing your time and your investment in marketing. And thirdly, we constantly update our algorithm, continually improving it in your area. As we get sales data on a weekly basis, we constantly improve our algorithm to make sure that you're always marketing to those homeowners most likely to sell. This is really a long-term investment. This should be part of your core business. Smart farming is something that's going to enable you to grow by getting new listings, but it's also going to be able to build your brand and dominance in your territory. It's also important to understand the value of the smart data that you've licensed. A lot of people don't understand the value of data and what it costs when you go to these providers. Most providers won't sell their big data to small companies or to agents or to realtors direct. We've licensed the entire United States from some of the largest big data providers, consolidated it, and then priced it very, very affordable and effectively the most valuable data at the best cost. If you were to go out and license data, property data, emails, phone numbers, social media links, etc., for the average territory in offrs.com, it would cost you over $1,300. And what we've been able to do is deliver you the best possible data at the lowest possible price in order for you to grow your business, in order for you to know who the property owners are in your area, how to contact them, and enable you to launch marketing campaigns, one-to-one communication, and connect with these homeowners on a daily basis. So what can you do with smart data? Well, smart data is not just property data, it's not just consumer data, it's also communication data. And so there's really only 6 ways that you can generate a listing. These are not ways that were invented by us or in the recent years. This is the only way that any real estate agent has ever grown their business, through phone, email, direct mail, social media, online ads, or meeting people in person. And what with offrs.com, we've enhanced all these touch points so that you can actually grow your business effectively and proactively in your area. You can launch phone campaigns, you can launch online campaigns or direct mail campaigns in order to surface those homeowners that are looking to list. You can also do one-to-one emails, connect with people on social media, or even go door knock or meet people in person. All of these tools is exactly how every realtor in history of real estate have built their business. We've just made it easier for you to know how to proactively go out and talk to homeowners. Build those relationships, get those listings. And of course, why does smart data make sense? It's really common sense. In order to be effective at marketing, especially when you're talking about 2,000 homeowners, no single person or team can go out and effectively build relationships and connect with every single homeowner in their area. It's very costly and time consuming. By reducing the amount of time and energy and cost it takes for you to be first in the door, to deliver multiple touch campaigns to these targeted homeowners over a course of time, enables you to be competitive. It's very important to understand that building a business requires more than one direct mail campaign or one email, and it requires marketing to happen over the course of time. It's a long-term investment, and what smart data allows for you to do is maximize that investment, lower the costs, so that you can effectively go out there and be competitive for a few $100s a month. And that's probably the most important aspect of smart data that's many people don't understand when they license the data is A, the value of the data that they've licensed, B, how to best leverage that, and C, how much money they are actually saving over the course of time to launch their marketing campaigns. So now that you understand the value of smart data, let's talk a little about lead generation. Well, lead generation, as you know, is much different with seller leads than it is with buyer leads. Many of you have already probably participated or work with other companies that offer you buyer leads, people who go on websites looking for homes and then, of course, fill out forms and you get that lead. Well, seller leads is more proactive. It's more about smart farming. It's more about building relationships. So it is a different beast. But it's also important to understand there is a system that works. Agents that use our product have used this system consistently to generate listings. But it's important to follow the system to understand that a seller lead might take a little bit more effort, but the value of a seller lead versus a buyer lead is exponential. In fact, most seller leads lead to multiple transactions over the course of time. And so the initial work that's required to build that relationship will take a little bit of time, but it has a payout over time as well. So we've identified the process of generating leads into really three components: the first touch, first impression, and first contact. The first touch is where we actually take our smart data and we identify and verify which homeowners are looking to sell through a survey. We actually do this for you under our Offers Plus program. So once we've identified those homeowners through a survey that are looking to sell, we greatly reduce the amount of time and effort that it takes for you to reach out to those homeowners and build those relationships. And really, we're there doing that, scanning the neighborhood on a monthly basis, just like an ISA or a marketing assistant would. But we do that for you, again, at a very low cost, but high value return. The next touch is really the first impression. This is where you, the real estate agent, the expert, introduces yourself to the homeowner. We have an entire webinar specifically based on this, but we'll go into a little bit of detail right now. We obviously recommend the first impression being a combination of different things. First thing you can do is send them a property report, a neighborhood report through the mail. And that allows you to open the door for a follow-up phone call. Now, we've already identified this person as somebody who's looking to sell. So we always encourage the first touch to be a soft touch. Introduce yourself. Find a commonality. Invite them to an event, or maybe you share a common goal in a charity. Whatever it takes to ultimately introduce yourself in a very light manner, instead of busting through the door saying, I'm going to list your home, is very critical here. This is about selling you, not selling real estate at this point. The first impression should be a combination of direct mail, package, follow-up phone call, and even a visit. Then, once you've actually connected with the homeowner, the first contact, this is where you start building the relationship. Again, you've already identified this person as a homeowner looking to sell. So the first sentence out of your mouth doesn't have to be, I heard you're looking to sell your home, can I list it for you? Remember, this is a very valuable asset for this homeowner. They're looking to do it with somebody they like. So your first sentence, the first contact should be more about finding commonality. If you live in the same neighborhood, if your kids go to the same school, finding ways of inviting them to coffee or potentially out for a beer, whatever it takes to build that relationship first in your first contact touch. And then at that point, everything should fall into place. You're first in line. The chances of you getting that listing are extremely high. It's really your job to really create a great impression on that first contact, offer value, and then of course see when and if they're looking to list their home, and then take the next steps necessary. So let's talk about the first touch again a little bit more, because I think this is where a lot of people have an issue getting started. And this is exactly why we launched Offers Plus. The first touch campaign is really the one that takes the most time and effort. When you look at an average territory of 2,000 properties, we might score about 400 in high scoring. Well, 400 properties to go out and actually do phone, email, direct mail, whatever it is that you're going to go out and do farming with, takes time and money. So with Offers Plus, what we've done is we will actually go out and do that first touch for you. And you can see the value is very clear. If you were to go out and hire an ISA or a marketing assistant, it would cost you hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And of course, you couldn't just hire them for one day. And you certainly wouldn't get great talent for one day. So you might have to bring on a full-time employee, which could be thousands of dollars. But what we've done is we've maximized our ability to develop a call center and then also doing email and online advertising we can actually go out and do the first touch campaign for you. And this is highly valuable because what we're doing is taking that 300-400 people that are high scoring and identifying those property owners that are looking to sell through a survey. And this is data that we then pass down to you as leads. Again, opening that door up for that first impression touch. The ROI on this is certainly high because the cost of hiring somebody to do this work for you, or if you were to do the work for you yourself, is very expensive. And so our job was to maximize your time and your ability and your expertise and allow us to identify those leads on a more readily basis. And again, this is a long-term investment. This is something that you're going to have to do all the time as long as you're doing real estate in that territory. You're going to want a smart farm, have access to smart data, and constantly scan the neighborhood month to month, looking for those opportunities to list their home. And you have competition doing that right now. And without our smart data and without our smart services, you might fall behind and lose that opportunity. And of course, finally, lead nurturing and follow-up. We have an entire other webinar that goes through the details of this. But we can talk about, as I mentioned, the step-by-step process and being systematic about how you do your nurturing and follow-up. Make sure that you have a system in place and make sure that you have the assets in place so when you are delivered a lead, you can do the system in a very professional manner. Once we identify the lead, creating the first impression campaign, doing the mailer, making sure you set the calendar for the follow-up phone call and the door knock or the personal visit, making sure that you're prepared for the first contact, doing some background research on the property owner themselves, finding a connection point. You can leverage their social media accounts. You can look at the personal data that we provide within the offrs platform to make sure that you can find a commonality. Once you start building that relationship, then you can identify them as a lead, or if they end up not necessarily looking to sell their house immediately, you can add them into your sphere marketing so that you can continue to follow up with them and make sure that you're always one click away when they do decide to sell their home. And of course, finally, our offrs.com platform. We're going to walk through a demo of this platform in detail, but the highlights of this platform allow you to quickly and effectively market and prospect in your area. So beyond what we're doing with the Offers Plus program, you can actually do one-to-one personalized outreach through email, phone, letter, and social media. And you can also do targeted marketing through online and offline channels like direct mail and online ads. So anytime that you want to, again, take your brand and then market yourself to homeowners, you can leverage any one of these techniques to do so. Again, identifying leads and homeowners that are looking to sell is one aspect to smart farming and lead gen. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to stop there. Any direct mail that you're currently doing, you can enhance with our smart data. Any online advertising with Facebook and Google, you can enhance with our smart data. So leverage the data to enhance your marketing and to create a consistent program over the course of the year that you have a marketing budget assigned to so that you can show consistent results on long-term perspective. The other thing is we have multiple sources for online training. When you look at our platform or look at other opportunities on how to leverage our platform, you can always attend our live training. You can register at offrs.com/onboard at any point in time. We offer unlimited live training for all of our clients. You can also access the live training recorded on our video training website at offrs.com/training. And then, of course, if there's any specific issues that you have a question or a concern, you can always email support@offrs.com. We'll create a ticket and our support team will respond immediately. So at this point, we'll go ahead and walk through the offrs.com platform and show you in detail how the product works. Thank you so much.